Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ilias. I'm a photographer located in Athens, Greece, and today we're going to talk about a full wedding day session which I did in Hamburg about a month ago or so. This was basically my very first wedding. I wasn't a second photographer or something like that. I was the first photographer, and basically what I did is I documented the whole wedding day from the beginning, from the preparations of the bride and the groom till the very end of the day, basically on the party afterwards. So what I basically did is I mounted a GoPro over here on my chest so you can all see what I was seeing while I was taking these pictures for the whole day, or basically for the majority of the day. But before we get to the GoPro footage, I want to remind you that in the next video I'm going to upload the portrait session that I did with this couple after the wedding. We basically met again the day after the wedding in order to do some really nice environmental portraits. So yeah, if you're interested in that, maybe subscribe and hit the bell in order to get the notification for the next video. So about the gear that I was using basically the Nikon Zfc, which is filming me right now, and the lenses that I was using are the 𝐵𝐿TROX 23mm 1.4Z, which is also filming me right now, so you can basically see how it's performing video-wise. I mean, it's following my eye pretty snappy. So this is nice. And I was also using the 𝐵𝐿TROX 85mm 1.8Z. These are the two lenses that I used for the whole wedding day. And I also used a flash, the Nikon SP500. It's basically the same gear that you guys saw me using on last week's video on the baptism. So anyways, I started the day at the bride's house where she was getting ready. And before I took some photos of her, I quickly tried to get some photos of the rings and some other cosmetics. You can see here that I did quite a few frames, and I also took some photos of this table over here that you can see with all the other cosmetics, which personally I don't know how important they are, but they looked important, so I quickly snapped a few photos here and there. After that, I placed the rings next to a window so we get some nice, beautiful, natural light. So this allowed me to lower my ISO at around 100 and get even more cleaner pictures. And at the same room, I quickly grabbed a few photos of the bride getting ready. These were some documental pictures which add a lot of value in the documental process of the whole day. So what I did next is basically I visited the groom in his hotel room where he was getting ready. This was pretty close to me, so I had to walk like 5 minutes or something like that. And I'm not going to speak or say any voiceover in the next clip, so you can see the constructions that I gave him in order to get the portraits that I wanted to get of him getting ready.
I want you to have a little bit of an angle to the sun, exactly like that. Beautiful. Try to face like to the window, like a lot. Yeah, like that exactly. And try to adjust your, how's it called? How is this thing called?
Bow tie?
Bow tie, yeah. Okay. Try to adjust your bow tie a little bit with both of your hands, like that exactly. Do it. Try to play it, like hold it, stuff like that. Beautiful. Exactly like that. Oh, this one looks really nice. Can you look a little bit more to the left? Yeah, like that, exactly like that. Exactly like that, hold that. So now try to fix your right one. Okay, like that, exactly. Can you take one step further behind? Yeah, exactly there. Okay, beautiful. Fix it. Like, keep it closer to your... Nice, exactly like that. Okay, look at the view. Beautiful, hold that. Like, come a little bit further. One more step. Yeah, exactly there, okay. Keep adjusting your thing there. Get lost with all these names. A few detailed shots of the shoes over here. And I want to get them on the separation here with the shadow and the highlights. Like hold it like that, exactly. Here. You see this line over here? Yeah. Exactly like that. Ooh, this looks clean. Oof. Just let me get the line straight.
So after the groom got ready, we all met together before we get to the church. Usually at this point of the day, we do the first look, but this couple wanted to take things pretty simple. They were really low profile, so we skipped that part. It is what it is. Every couple has their own likes. And what I did in this situation is basically I kept on documenting and got some nice photos here and there with everyone having fun before arriving to the church. So after we arrived to the church, I wanted to grab some photos where everyone was greeting themselves, catching some hugs and some smiles here and there. And I also want to take the chance before the ceremony starts in order to get a few portraits of everyone being there and also get some nice group shots of some important people. So at this point, the ceremony has just started and I'm using my 23mm in order to get a hang of the place. I have never shot at that church before, so I'm quickly trying to get some compositions here and there. I'm experimenting in order to get a feel for the whole place. But at that point, nothing really clicked on me, so I quickly switched to the 85mm in order to get some close-up shots and blur out the background even more. And I kept experimenting with the 23mm afterwards. So at the mid-wedding, at the mid-ceremony, I switched back to my 23mm in order to use some more compositions, some wider compositions, and I tried to add some more elements in my photos, like using the candles in order to frame my pictures better, or using the priest as a foreground element in order to frame the couple a little bit better as well. At that point, I had a better understanding of the whole place, and my compositions got better and better, and my movements also got way more relaxed. The tension had left my body and I was pretty comfortable with most of my movements and with most of the pictures that I was taking. So at this point we're reaching to the end of the ceremony, and this is where the bonding happens between the couple. This is a really important part of the whole ceremony, and I was running to the right, to the left and to the center of the whole action in order to get a few more different frames, because as I said earlier, I didn't have the second photographer and I wanted to get as many angles as possible of the whole action. Also, a quick side note, don't forget to capture a few photos of the guests here and there. Obviously they were wearing masks, so this hides a lot of their facial expressions, but it is what it is. If you get these pictures, this will add a little bit more value to the documentary side of your pictures and also to the storytelling of the whole day. And right now you can see that the ceremony is over and everyone is in a line and is greeting the couple, and this is a nice time for us to get some nice facial expressions and some hugs, some smiles here and there. You can also get a few portraits of the couple before you leave the church as well. So after that we went outside of the church in order to get some more pictures. The first picture that I really want to get is the picture where everyone's throwing rice at the couple, and this comes to play the good autofocus from the Nikon Zfc and also the high frame rate from the Nikon Zfc, because I got a lot of frames and this over here is my favorite of all of them. And I also got some nice expressions after the rice was on the floor of the couple smiling and having fun. And after that we captured a lot of group shots of everyone that want to take a picture with the couple. And also it's really important to not forget to get the whole group shot, so make sure to gather everyone around and grab a few frames in order to have everyone at least in one picture together. Also, this is the best picture of me with the couple. You can see that I'm trying to give directions to the person that I gave the camera to. This was the only shot that wasn't blurry of me, so yeah, what can you do? And before we left for the party afterwards, I quickly grabbed in a few seconds or something like that some nice portraits of the couple. They were really understanding, they were following my instructions, so we did that really fast because everyone was waiting for us at the restaurant. Both me and the couple, we weren't really stressed about the portraits of the couple itself, because we knew that we had booked a whole photo shoot the other day in order to get the most beautiful portraits that you can imagine. So at the party, the first thing that I did is to relax and to grab something to eat. I also grabbed a few shots here and there of some people on the tables and stuff like that, but I think the whole action started after the sun came down. At that point I used my flash a lot. I basically connected it to my Nikon Zfc and I grabbed some really awesome pictures. We started off with capturing the cutting of the wedding cake. You can see that the location isn't really something to write poems about. We have a really difficult background that is not helping at all with the whole picture, but the vibe that I'm getting from the photos while the flash hits my targets, I don't know how to describe it, but I really love the look of flash on my images. This really adds an element of something old school, and I also love the black and white pictures of some of these frames. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but I really love the flash on these kind of situations. And you can see the power of the flash, where later on everyone started to dance and to sing. So yeah, something about that soft light hitting on a harsh, dark environment, something about that really elevates the pictures. And you can see that later on I had a few drinks here and there. I did this because I knew the couple, they trusted me, we have really close connection within each other. Please don't do that on a really professional situation where the couple is just a client. But yeah, in my situation I also had the privilege in order to relax a little bit and have some fun here and there. At this point I want to address again that we didn't do the first dance. I want to remind you again that the couple is really low-key and they don't want to do something that they're not really comfortable with. And I completely respect that. If you're not having fun with the idea of having a first dance in front of everyone, then just don't do it. It is what it is. Everyone likes different things. But yeah, that's the reason why you didn't see any pictures of the couple dancing together. But again, we got some really nice photos of everyone being happy and smiling and stuff like that. And this is basically where the whole wedding day ends. I think I forgot to mention the autofocus mode that I was using with my Nikon Zfc for the whole day, and I think this is really important for a few people that are using basically the same gear as me or a similar gear like me. I basically use the eye autofocus of the Nikon Zfc paired with a white box on the middle of the screen, which I can put wherever I want. What basically happens in this mode is that the camera will search for the eye of the person which is inside of this box. This is really helpful because I could leave this box where basically my couple was standing and will always grab the eye of one person of the couple. I don't think that there is anything more to add to the whole video. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below and I will always answer to each and every single one of the comments that I get. If you want to see the same gear in more professional situations, make sure to subscribe, and you can also check out the last week's video where I took exactly the same lineup of gear for a baptism that I did for a christening. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell somewhere down below, because the next video is going to be a portrait session that I did with a couple the day after the wedding, and the pictures that we got are really beautiful and I don't want you guys to miss it if you want to learn more together with me on this professional journey that I'm about to take in photography. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this whole video. Again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any suggestions, maybe you are a professional photographer and you want to add a bit of value for me and for others, please drop it down below in the comments so everyone can see it, me, myself included. And yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you. Thank you so much for spending some of your valuable time in order to watch my videos. This really means the world to me. And yeah, as always, take care. Peace.